See that old Fidel Trudeau's off again, isn't he? Yes, over in your Chinatown. Oh, yes, yes. Old Fidel Trudeau, Mr. Trudeau himself, yes. He's in charge of the world, he is. He's decided that he's going to give licences to people what are allowed to be journalists and them that aren't allowed to be. It's very progressive, isn't it? Yes, he's very sociable. He's a progressive, liberal, sociable, socialist, psychopath or whatever. I don't know what he is. I think he's one like that. You know, he was a socialist, wasn't he? That one used to get himself about the Germany in the 1940s. He had the little Charlie Chaplin moustache. Yes, he did that as well, didn't he? He used to burn books as well. He used to tell people, no, you can't read that book. You're only allowed to read that book. You're only allowed to read my book. It's called, I don't know what it was called anyway, My Life by Mr. Adolf or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, they were only allowed to read that one book, weren't they? Weren't allowed to read any other books. Yeah, so that's the way old, yes, Fidel Trudeau's going that way now, yes. He's already had a right old go at all the truckers, predominantly working class and upper working class, lower middle class, or middle class, I don't know. Anyway, he's pissed them all off. He's managed to criminalise the very backbone of Canada. Yes, and now he's saying to people, oh, you're a journalist if I give you a licence. You're only allowed to be a journalist if I say you're allowed to be a journalist. How much more bloody progressive do you want to get? Hey? Bloody Fidel Trudeau. Hey? You couldn't make it up, could you? Oh, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed... And I'll tell you another thing what will happen. I'll tell you exactly what will happen, do two viewers. Something will happen, and they'll be going, ow, has anybody got any footage? Has anybody taken any footage on their phones or on their camera? Has anybody seen anything? And people will be going, no, because we ain't allowed to film nothing. We ain't allowed to be citizen journalists. We ain't allowed to have an opinion. We're not allowed to remark on anything or report on anything or even just film stuff. Actually, to just archive stuff, really, to show a bit of history. No, we're not allowed to do that because Mr. Trudeau has said we're not. So that'll be quite funny. It's a bit like them weasels in London when all that kicked off in with Putin, wasn't it? And they put that online arms bill. We've already got all laws to stop people doing whatever it was in that Mickey Mouse load of old online arms bill and all one thing and another. It's just shutting down freedom of speech, really, isn't it? Or people having a different opinion or another opinion or a slightly different angle or whatever. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. And then when that Putin thing started out, we had some bright spark in our government, some bint with spiteful hair. I can't think what her blooming name was. Brain donor, one of them, right? Oh, she said, what we're going to have to do, she said, what we need to do is we need the Russian people to speak out on social media in Russia. I mean, you do what? So it's all right to speak out against the government when you say, but it's not okay to speak out. Oh, I get you, yeah, that's really progressive and sociable, isn't it? Yes. Bloody Fidel Trudeau ruined that bloody country. He has a lovely country. And I'll tell you another thing, that's part of our bloody Commonwealth, that is. Our Liz is the queen of that blooming country. And it's not very British and it's not very nice the way he's behaving. That's not the way British people roll. It's very unfair. Oh, you can't say this and you can't say that because he's in charge. Bloody stupid bloke. Gets on my nerves.